Can you retire comfortably with $500,000 in super? The answer depends a lot on when you retire. In this video, I'll break down how much income you can expect in retirement with $500,000 and compare the difference if you retire at age 55, 60 or 65. And I'll also walk you through some key strategies to help boost your retirement income and make sure your savings go further. I'm Chris Strano, Managing Partner of Toro Wealth, where we specialise in providing retirement planning advice for 50 to 70-year-olds. I'm also the founder of superguy.com.au. If it's your first time here, grab a copy of my free 6-step super check. The link is in the description below. As always, this video is general advice only and does not constitute personal financial advice, so please read the disclaimer. So can you retire on $500,000? Yes, it's absolutely possible. We work with many clients who retire comfortably with $500,000 in super. But how does it work? Well, basically your $500,000 will earn an investment return. Let's say an average of 6% per annum, which equates to $30,000 per year of investment earnings. While this may not cover all of your living expenses, you can supplement it by gradually drawing down on your capital. Because your investments continue to generate returns, the earnings slow the rate at which your funds deplete. Plus, once you reach age 67 and qualify for the age pension, this additional source of income will make your super last even longer, as you are needing to draw less from your superannuation to cover expenses. For instance, if you were single retiring at 60 with $500,000 drawing an income of $42,000 per year, this chart illustrates your balance over time. As you can see, in the first 7 years, there is a sharp drop off in the balance. It then begins growing once eligibility for age pension kicks in, before eventually declining due to inflation and the increasing variance between what you need to draw from your super and what the age pension supplies. This is based on covering living expenses of $42,000 for a single person. The amount of income you can withdraw while making your savings last throughout retirement depends largely on what age you retire. Retiring earlier means your funds need to last longer, resulting in a lower annual income compared to retiring later. Let's break it down by looking at the retirement income you could generate with $500,000 based on whether you retire at age 55, 60 or 65 for singles and couples. We will assume an investment return of 6% per year, inflation at 3% per year, and eligibility for the age pension. Here's how the numbers look. If you retire at 55 with $500,000, you could cover expenses of approximately $36,000 adjusted with inflation until age 95 if you're single, and about $43,000 if you're a couple. This income is roughly $6,000 more than the current age pension for singles, and similar to what a couple receives from the age pension combined. However, keep in mind that you cannot access your superannuation until age 60. Therefore, if you plan to retire at age 55, you'll need to have a portion of your capital invested outside of superannuation to cover 5 years of income until you gain access to your super at age 60. What about if you were to retire at age 60? The benefit of waiting until age 60 to retire is that you have access to your super and all income and investment earnings can be received tax-free if held within a superannuation income stream. Furthermore, once you attain age 67, you could be eligible for age pension payments, which will supplement your income and mean you are less reliant on your own investments. If you retire at age 60 with $500,000, you could cover retirement expenses of $43,000, increasing with inflation until age 95 if you are single, and $52,000 per annum until age 95 if you're a couple. And lastly, what income can you expect if you retire at age 65 with $500,000? Retiring at age 65 on $500,000 provides you with an even higher retirement income because you are only 2 years away from being eligible for age pension payments, which will supplement your retirement income and mean less of your superannuation needs to be drawn down on to meet your expenses. You can retire at age 65 with $500,000, and this will allow you to cover annual expenses of $51,000 per year, increasing with inflation until age 95 if you are single, and $64,000 until age 95 if you are a couple. Now, to put all of this into context, the Association of Superannuation Funds of Australia releases figures on household budgets and living standards for retirees. These figures can give you an idea of how much income you might need each year in retirement. Currently, according to ASFA, to cover modest retirement expenses, a single person would need around $33,000 per annum, and a couple would need $47,000 per annum. A modest retirement income is defined as a lifestyle slightly above what the full age pension would provide. To achieve a comfortable retirement, a single person would need to cover expenses of $52,000 per annum and a couple would need $73,000 per annum. And a comfortable retirement is defined as including extra items above a modest lifestyle, such as private health insurance, occasional restaurant meals, and regular travel. These figures do assume that you are a homeowner with no mortgage. So if you are renting, you should add rental costs on top of these numbers. Let's compare them to the numbers from before. Retiring at 55 with $500,000, singles could cover expenses of around $36,000 a year and couples around $43,000 a year. Retiring at 60, singles could cover expenses of around $43,000 a year and couples around $52,000 a year. And retiring at 65, singles could cover expenses of around $51,000 a year and couples around $64,000 a year. Now these figures are just a guide. While they may be enough for some, others might find them a bit tight. It all comes down to your lifestyle in retirement. If you're concerned that $500,000 won't be sufficient to cover your expenses, here are some suggestions to help boost your retirement income. Firstly, you could delay retirement. Even a year or two can make a big difference. This extra time allows your superannuation to grow further and reduces the number of years you'll need to draw down on your super to cover expenses. You could work part-time and ease into retirement by gradually reducing your work hours, keeping some income flowing, allowing you to preserve your super while maintaining a sense of purpose and social connection. You might consider utilizing a transition to retirement pension. A TTR pension gives you access to your super while you are still working, potentially reducing your tax and boosting your savings before full retirement. You could optimize your super contribution strategy, such as making additional contributions to boost your balance and improve your tax position. For instance, if your balance was under $500,000 at the end of last financial year, you can use the unused concessional contributions from previous financial years. I've done a full video specifically on transition to retirement pensions and unused super contributions. The links to these are in the description below. Another option that could make your super last longer is to downsize your home. Freeing up capital in your home and contributing the proceeds to super as a downsizer contribution can increase your super balance and allow you to cover expenses for longer. And finally, there is obviously the option of reducing your retirement income expectations. Some may argue that having less income in retirement reduces the quality of your retirement lifestyle. But you could also say that retiring at a younger age, even with a lower income, provides many lifestyle and health benefits too. Look, at the end of the day, retiring with $500,000 is possible. And it's a common scenario we see with the clients we work with all the time. While $500,000 alone may not be enough for a lavish retirement, it can provide a stable and sustainable income, especially when combined with the age pension. Retiring later, supplementing your income with part-time work, or downsizing your home can all help extend the longevity of your savings. Ultimately, if you own your own home, retire at or after age 60 and manage your expenses carefully, $500,000 can support you throughout retirement. However, everyone's situation is different, and the key is to having a plan that aligns with your lifestyle goals and your financial needs. And this is where we can help. At Toro Wealth, we specialize in helping 50 to 70-year-olds optimize their financial position in the lead up to retirement. If you're interested in learning about our service and cost, visit torowealth.com.au.